This is an addendum. I believe it falls between videos 3 and 4. I believe I didn't show you how to make the chrome. What we need is we're going to need another headlight first. See, we have one. And you notice here it says hue saturation, but that's talking about the layer mask. That's not an alpha channel. If I go here, it disappears onto the car. But I just need one more light, one more circle. That's the parking light that you see that I made with the pen tool. So what I'm going to do is hold down the command key on a Mac, control key on a PC just to get the marching ants. I'm going to go back here and then make sure I'm on the layer mask with the frame and make sure I'm in a selection tool. I like to go to the marquee tool and get the move selection icon, which is a white arrow. There we go. See that magenta line? That's the smart guides. So if I make sure I'm here and fill this with white, it's going to let this blue impact this light. So I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and I want to fill with white. Okay, there's that, and I'm going to do a Command or Control D to get rid of the marching ants. Now I've highlighted the parking light, if you notice, with the pen tool I used as a selection tool. So I need to make it into a selection, make sure I'm not on the layer of the path that has the path, because if I am, it's going to add a difficult edge. So now we need to call up, go into Adjustments, Hue Saturation, Colorize. We're tinting these because if I don't do Colorize, it will, I don't know if you can see the change in color, but it's really not working very well on that light. So if I click Colorize, that's not the color I want, but I'm going to move into the yellow area, and then I'm going to boost the saturation, and I like that. And I can do the same thing here. I can, as I did with the headlights, I'm going to hold the Command or Control key. Now you notice this is at an angle, so I'm going to first move the marching ants. There's that little bugger. Now, of course, that doesn't fit, does it? So we're going to go up here to Select, Transform Selection, get the bounding box, and move this selection and try to move it into place. Move it. See, I get the rotate, the little tiny arrows. So I'm really rotating this. I want it to fit nice. And now it's pretty good, but it's a little funky down here. If I hold the Command or Control key and grab the anchor point, I can pull it down, and I can pull this one over, and I can move this one over a little bit. So it's a little bit of noodling around with it to get it right. That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to click my check mark in the options bar, and then I'm on the layer mask, and I'm going to fill it with white. And now we've got the two parking lights. I'm going to Command D or Control D. And now I have to get, I'm going to move layers is kind of in the way. I'm going to close properties for a moment. These are the channels. We haven't made a channel yet, but we will make a channel selection. I'm going to do the best I can to get the chrome in here. Now we can always add this and the rear view mirror and the bumper, but right now I want to get the chrome around the lights and around the parking lights. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. And the reason I'm just selecting little bits of it, you see the plus sign in the quick select tool, is that I'm going to now hold the Option or Alt key and say, please don't select the car. And this is actually telling Photoshop, don't select this color. It doesn't work as well down here because the colors and hues and luminosities are closer. So I'm just telling it, don't select that. Now I'm going to let go, and I'm in the plus area again, and I'm going to go around here. I'm going to have to do some handwork. I hope this answers the questions. Go around the light. I'm going to go around the parking light. There's some areas that I'm going to have to do some handwork. I should have done, let's see, Option. Let's see if I do say don't hit the yellow, and let's see if we can get that. No, that didn't work that well. Oh well. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm really getting the basic chrome. I can always add selections like we did with the lights and fill it with white if we want what I'm going to do next to affect the entire chrome on the car. So first I'm going to go over here into Quick Mask. Now you can see clearly I have to do a little bit of handwork with the brush. I want to take a hard edge brush. That brush is too big, so I'm going to get my left bracket key, and with white I'm going to go like that, and with black I'm going to go in here. And everything that's covered in the red stencil-like material is not going to get the effect. So I have to get white again because I want this. The more you can do not by hand, the better, because it tends to be cleaner. See, I'm getting this edge here. So a lot of selections are a lot more difficult than you see in your tutorials. It's the same if you go to a convention and go to a demo. They pick very easy images to separate from the backgrounds so that the demo looks pretty cool. Okay, I need white. I need black because I have to get around the headlight, because the only area I want to affect is the chrome. Oh, I'm in the wrong color. See, I can always go black, white, take away, add to, and I'm going to do this number, and I may have to go in and clean it up by hand. We'll see. I'm not going to get this part yet, the grill. I'm going to do that probably separately, but I'm going back and forth. The white, I'm moving back and forth between the white and black. So this doesn't look too bad, although I want to get the polygon lasso and just, when I teach beginning, I don't like students to combine the marching ants with the selection tools because I don't want them to get mixed up. Now I'm going to go Option Delete to delete that orange, because really the orange is editing a selection. See, I can see down here I need the brush tool. Oop, wrong color, X. I could undo that and then do the X. And oop, undo, and then get white. The X gets the white, because I'm going back and forth between black and white in my color chip. If you look at my tools, you'll see periodically moving back and forth between those colors. I'm going to leave this as is and go back here, click that, and what I have selected is the chrome around the lights and where it says Rambler. I can see other areas that I'll add to this layer mask. This is a very sensitive computer, so I'm going to hit the space bar and bring this back into view. I'm going to now select save selection, and I'm going to call it Chrome. And you'll see it come up in here in the channels panel. Now it'll be an alpha channel. I'm going to click OK. There's the alpha channel. Now clearly I have a mistake there. This is not being protected. So what I can do, I don't have to have, since I've saved that, I can go over here and get that, and I can go back in here into Chrome, see that? And I'm going to go edit. I'm editing the alpha channel. Edit, fill with white, okay. And now I'm going to get rid of the marching ants, Command D. Oops, get white, because we don't want that to, and now I want to get black over here. Like I said, it's far from perfect. Let's see, I have to hit the X key to get the black, and I have to get back to the paintbrush. Oop, not black. And there's a definite cleanup that's going to have to be done, but it can all be done in the layer mask to make it smooth edges. So I'm going to go back, click the RGB, make sure that these are not lit up, or you're going to see what looks like the layer mask. I can actually see a few things. Some things you can see better with the layer mask, some things you can't. I'm going to go back to the quick mask here, and with black, with white, I'm going to get rid of this, and maybe I need to, I'm going to get out of quick mask. Oops. And I'm just going to turn on, I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to Command D, make sure there's no marching ants, click on the Chrome, and see this visibility of an alpha channel shows you basically it's kind of like quick mask, but it's a more advanced form, of quick mask. So you still use black and white and the paintbrush, but you can also use the selection tools to get a better selection. So between the black and white and the quick mask and the alpha channel, I can do a lot of editing of the shape of the mask. Let me get this out of the way. I'm going to leave it like that for right now. I am going to edit it some more, but I'm going to turn off this visibility icon next to my alpha channel in the channels panel. I have to bring up the marching ants. Remember, hold the Command or Control key and click on the thumbnail. They're the marching ants. And now I'm going to go into Adjustments, Levels, and I'm going to make the Chrome brighter. That's darker. Move it left. This is the middle. See this? And I want a little bit of contrast. And are we covering our layers? Yes, we are. Here's our layers. And if you turn this off and on, see how the Chrome has just brightened up? And anything you add to this layer mask is going to get that brightness. So for example, one last thing, I'm going to draw an ellipse just kind of randomly around that. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Later, there is no keyboard shortcut for transform selection, so I am going to show you how to set up an action key or make a transform selection into something a key you don't use. There's a couple of different ways to do everything, as you well know. I'm going to hit the check mark. And now I have to be on the layer mask here in the layers panel for it to, it's tied to the levels adjustment. Now I'm going to fill it with what? White. So I'm going to go to Edit Fill. You can use the keyboard shortcut if you like. And notice if I go ahead and double click the hand tool, which is Fit on Screen, Command D to get rid of the marching ants. See that how that now changed. So now we have bright chrome. I've decided I don't want the chrome and the headlights to both be getting the levels adjustment, which is what's happening right now. See my mask? So I'm going to, this is an easy fix. Hold the Command key or Control key on the PC. Click the mask, the layer mask that has the headlights on it. I'm back here on the mask that has the chrome and the headlights on it, and I'm going to fill it with black. Let's see, Edit, Fill, there's black, and now Command D to get rid of marching ants. And the headlights are separate. So now I'm going to crank up the saturation of the headlights. Here's the chrome separate, headlights separate, and the parking lights separate. And that's it.